let's just skip the unboxing and get right into it. Into the pool with this pool vacuum. This is the M1 Ultra Wybot, made by a brand called Wybotics. They've been around since 2005. So here I'm going to demonstrate its suction power as it sucks up the filth from the bottom of my pool. During the last Hurricane Ian, I believe it was, my screens got a little torn up and I haven't gotten them fixed yet. So there's a lot more debris in there than usual, which is great for these videos. Anyway, so the vacuum, it does climb walls, as you just saw and continue to see right here. You can set it all different kinds of ways. So it can be doing just the floor. It can do the floor and the walls, just the walls. There's several different kinds of settings on there. The cat also really enjoys watching this. She's not really sure what it is yet, but she's curious. As you can see, it picks up a lot of filth. Second time, not as much filth. I actually ran it 3 times. So here's the before and after. In the app, there's an app. This is what it looks like inside of it. And here are the different cleaning modes that I kind of briefly just talked about. So standard, wall only, floor only, and just the water line edge of the pool. So depending on which mode, you can also select different patterns for the vacuum to travel in expert mode. And you can set schedules as well. But I don't. I just kind of use it whenever I feel like it, so I just take it out of the water and toss it in there as needed. What's neat is you can use it like a remote control car in manual mode. So if there's a spot it's missing, or there's a spot that's like really bad and you want it to go over it, you can do this yourself with a touch of your thumb or your, oh my gosh, my phone. So you have to take out this cable depending on like how deep your pool is. Because if you just toss it in there the way it comes, it's going to probably most likely be too short. So the thing I'm putting in the water, that is the battery. And as you'll notice, it has a solar panel. Now for that to work really well, you're going to need a lot of sunlight. So it works best if you don't have a pool enclosure, but it does still work with a pool enclosure, although it does need a bit of time to charge up. And you're not going to get a full charge like you would if you plug it into electricity. And that takes about, I think, 3 hours or something like that for a full charge. So when you first put it in the water, you just kind of gently put it in there like that and let it sink to the bottom. You kind of want to wait for all the air bubbles to end before you start it. So in the manual, there is this barcode or QR code, and you scan that and you get to their site, which redirects you to the App Store where you can get the app. So after you install it, you long press the power button until that light is green, and then you just press it really quickly until that light is blue. Make sure that your phone is in Bluetooth mode, and then you can sync the 2 devices and get going with the app. Aside from vacuuming up all the different yucky stuff at the bottom of the pool, it'll also stir up the algae. So normally what I do is I have to brush it like every single day, but if I run this instead, it will eliminate some of that brushing that I have to do and stir up the water and remove some algae. So here I'm demonstrating how it did on the stairs, because a lot of these vacuums, they get stuck there, but this one did just fine. It actually did better than any other one I've had so far. It runs for 2 hours. And 2 hours isn't necessarily enough depending on the size of your pool. For a small pool, it will clean it in 2 hours. I don't think I've ever had a vacuum completely clean my pool in 2 hours, but it's not that small of a pool. I think it's about 15,000 gallons, maybe 12,500, 15,000. I measured it one day and I think I got 15,000. So here it is in sped up, really sped up motion. At first I just kind of threw it in there and I didn't pick a pattern. Here I was messing around with the pattern, so it still looks like it's kind of all over the place, but when you choose a pattern, it's not as, yeah. Great explanation, I know. Here I had it on just wall mode, and I prefer using it floor separate, wall separate. I feel like it just gets it better, especially if I pick a specific pattern. And here it is. I forgot which pattern that was, but it was the wall and floor one. That was my second favorite one. So pulling it out of the pool, it docks at the edge. You can pull it out and clean out all the filth, dead stuff, grass. Apparently, I think there's plastic in there too. Oops, that could be from the screen, or I don't know. But yeah, it docks on the side, so usually you can easily grab it out of there. But one suggestion to the company, include a little hook with that, because if it docks at the deep end, it's a little bit harder to get out, but that's fine even if the battery's dead, because you can use the solar power and manually get it to the shallow end. So that's it. That's everything I wanted to say about it. If you're interested in this product, I will have a link below in the video's description. Alrighty. Toodaloo-dee-loo, that's my cheesy outro, and I'm sticking with it.